committed, proud of East Texas. You're watching East Texas News at 4.
Good afternoon, East Texas. Thanks so much for joining us for East Texas News at 4.
TGIF, everyone. We've got an interesting question to start out our day today with. If a dog was going to wear pants, how would they wear them? And what we're talking about, like over the hind legs or over all four?
This debate has been all over social media. We'll tell you more about the logistics because I know you've thought about it. I know you've spent hours thinking about how would that work. We'll talk about which one of these you would suggest if the dog was going to wear pants. All that in this newscast, so why would you change the channel now? But first, we're starting with a story that's grabbing a whole lot of attention. A 54-year-old Texas woman gave birth to her granddaughter.
Yeah, she acted as a surrogate for her daughter, who apparently struggled for years to have a baby. East Texas News' Francesca Washington brings us more.
3 generations of women brought together by the ultimate labor of love.
She gave us the best gift ever.
After years of infertility and miscarriages, Kelly McKissick was desperate to become a mother. That's when she says her own mom stepped in, volunteering as a surrogate.
This opportunity came up. It was something that God presented to us, and we took it and we ran.
At 54, with 2 children of her own, all grown up, Tracy Thompson says this pregnancy was no easy feat.
It was difficult. I wasn't 20 years old and pregnant. The therapy that I had to go through wasn't a piece of cake.
But following many heartaches for Kelly, finally a miracle. Doctors at the Medical Center of Plano performed a C-section Tuesday afternoon.
Something I will never forget. It was amazing.
Baby Kelsey entering the world, the little bundle of joy named after the 2 women who carried her in their hearts for so long. Francesca Washington, East Texas News.
Wow, that is so neat. It's amazing what science can do these days.
I love what they came up with the name. I mean, to mix the two and let her have that ownership all the way through.
Yeah.
You know, when you first hear the headline, you're like, what happened? And that when you meet the people behind it, it's a really great story.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old Virginia woman is still trying to figure out how she found the strength to lift a truck that had her father trapped underneath. She also acted quickly enough to save her family from a fire. This is Superwoman. Her father, Eric, was working underneath his truck when it slipped off the jack and fell on him. Gasoline spilled and a fire ignited. Charlotte was home from school on Thanksgiving break when she heard it all happen. She's still trying to explain what happened next.
I was on my back, face up, and I was trying to get at some corroded brake lines when apparently the jack slipped and fell down and pinned me kind of across here on my shoulder.
Went over to the truck, lifted it the first time. He said, okay, you almost got it. It was about here. Like, you almost got it. So I lifted it one more time, finally managed to get it. I don't know, some crazy strength, pulled him out.
Now, once her dad was out from under the truck, she got in the burning vehicle and drove it out of the garage on 3 wheels. Once it was out of the garage, she went inside to warn her family. She also managed to knock some of the flames away from the house with a water hose. I don't know if she wears a cape on the weekends or what, but this woman is really, really incredible.
Storm Tracker Weather is sponsored by Tyler Oral and Facial Surgery Center, where care has no boundaries.
And we're going to visit now with Chief Meteorologist Mark Scrow in the Storm Tracker Weather Center, and you're tracking a few things outside.
Well, we're looking for the development of some showers and storms here this evening into the earliest part of the morning tomorrow. Some of those could be strong to severe. Even the Storm Prediction Center at this point is not anticipating that they're going to issue watches for these storms, but they could be out there, so we wanted to let you know about it. As you look outside right now, one good thing is that we didn't see as much sun as we thought, so it didn't warm up as warm as we thought. So the atmosphere may not be as unstable as it could have been. But still, for this time of year, when you have temperatures in the 60s, that's pretty warm. 61 right now is our Grant Flannery Neighborhood Weather Net stop at Costin Elementary School in Lufkin. The humidity is still very high. The fog hung on for a long time today, especially over the southern parts of East Texas. Well, as soon as we say that, the Storm Prediction Center has now issued a watch right now, a severe thunderstorm watch for the southern portions of East Texas, and that thunderstorm watch will last until 11 o'clock tonight. They were saying about a 40% probability they were going to issue a watch for that area, so obviously they increased that. So there is a severe thunderstorm watch for those counties in purple until 11 o'clock tonight, which does include Nacogdoches and Lufkin. So as we look at the rain right now, all of it appears to be very, very light and over the western parts of East Texas. Temperature is 62 Tyler, 60 Longview, and 61 in the city of Lufkin. So what we're anticipating here today, we're looking for mostly cloudy skies with isolated severe to strong storms this evening and very, very, very early tomorrow morning. And then a little bit of rain possible right around sunrise. Then it just gets windy and chilly and mostly sunny, though, during the day on Sunday. So you can see that that slight risk for severe weather that the Storm Prediction Center has posted, and it looks like that's pretty much where the watch is. But there's also an enhanced risk for severe weather over deep East Texas. We're talking about pretty much 4 counties, Polk, Tyler, Jasper, and Newton. So we'll watch that for you as well. So these strong to severe storms between about 8 o'clock and midnight tonight, maybe a little bit longer. The tornado and the flooding threat, very small. Large hail, however, is probably the highest risk that we have, along with some damaging wind. So as we watch precision cast, you'll see the development of those storms here at around 8 o'clock. They start moving into the southern parts of East Texas. And by the time we get to around 2 a.m., the majority of the most severe storms are likely to be in Louisiana and Arkansas, but there could be a few hanging out till around 7 a.m., and then the weather does get better around here. So how much rain are we anticipating? Not a lot, and that's good news. That's why the flooding risk is so low, at least at this point. So here's your forecast for 5, 6, and 7. The rain chances do increase, especially over the southern reaches of East Texas as we start to see that first little disturbance move in.
All right. Thanks so much, Mark. Taylor?
Guys, thank you. Sightseers on the coast of Ventura, California found out that it's not always safer to watch the waves from afar. Dana Werner caught this scene from her balcony. The large waves got too close for comfort. Keep watching, sending one visitor running and 2 others scrambling to avoid the water. She has lived in this area for a dozen years, and she says she's never seen the water climb over those steps that you saw there. You can see the waves even made it onto a street nearby. That's a little bit too much water, and I think something a lot of East Texans have an idea of what that's like right now. Officials at Yosemite National Park are trying to figure out how to remove this massive rock slide that blocked a roadway yesterday. This is the scene in front of the park entrance. Not clear yet when the roadway will be cleared or reopened. Obviously a lot of work today. People traveling to the park are being asked to take an alternate route.
Yeah.
You think?
Take months. Those are some big boulders.
Well, I mean, and you imagine they each weigh hundreds of pounds, if not dozens, not thousands of pounds in some cases. So that's going to be, that's not just a sweeper that has to come through to clean those.
Or even a bulldozer. It's going to be more than that.
This weekend's drawing for the Powerball. You're not playing, because I don't know. She doesn't play. Jennifer's smarter than you and me. But it will be the largest jackpot in U.S. history. The jackpot for grabs right now is estimated to be $800 million tomorrow night.
Million. Oh my gosh. Well, that beats the previous record for lottery payout. That was set in 2012 by Mega Millions, which was $656 million. So just imagine for a second, if you won the Powerball, you would have actually made more in one Powerball ticket than some of the world's highest paid celebrities. Let's take a look at this list. You would have made more money than Floyd Mayweather, Taylor Swift, Garth Brooks, and singer Katy Perry combined.
Sure. Even if you took the cash payout, which is more than $496 million, you could still top the list. But do not get your hopes up, because I'm going to win. The odds of winning are right at 1 in 292 million.
So you pretty much have a better chance of like getting hit by lightning or a meteor or...
Explain to me quickly why you won't put $2 down on it, because Jennifer doesn't even play. Why do you not put $2 down on it?
Because I work really hard for my money and I feel like I'm giving it away. I'd rather spend it on something that,
I'm giving mine away too, but it's to win $800 million. That's,
if you don't play, you can't win.
Jennifer is hardline on that. A Georgia teacher is on administrative leave today after video was released of her dragging a student by his hoodie.
Yeah, the student is back at school and his family is now speaking out. Hear what they have to say in 60 seconds.